My name is Patrick Duncan-Deveny. I'm 18 years old and I play bass for the Otters. I wasn't originally involved with the band at the initial point. I got brought on probably second to last or last. Originally, our brass section, Oscar and Aidan, wanted to do something sort of inspired by Cat Empire, and they got a few, local musos from the music program at school, and we just started rehearsing together. I take a lot of influence from classic Motown, funk and soul stuff, guys like James Jamerson. Speaking a bit more widely in terms of my playing, I'm pretty eclectic. I guess guys like Les Claypool, from Primus, but also people like Ron Carter, who old jazz bass players, So pretty much anyone in any genre, I think you can take something away from them and find something and apply it to your own playing. When you first get musicians together, especially because we were at that time years 8 to 10, so quite a big age difference, and we didn't all know each other that well. So there was a lot of conflicting ideas and emotions. So it took us a while to sort of get into the groove we have now. We did a bit of, I guess, I don't know what you'd call it, scrabbling for sort of or trying to find, a good balance and trying to work out the dynamics of the band. So they were, yeah, pretty rough, but, we sort of trying to figure out the musical direction we wanted and all that sort of stuff that comes with starting a new band and, picking what covers to do and thinking, are we going to do originals or are we just going to be a cover band? So, after sort of, I'd say probably a couple of months of rehearsing, that's where you really start to settle into a sort of a good groove and have a good rapport with your bandmates. Well, the very first song we wrote was called Get There, and we wrote it quite a few years ago while we were in year 10, and we're all out of high school now, or majority of us. And it was sort of, we're all trying to find our way and figuring out how to write a song, because it's not as simple as you would think it is, actually. So we came up with a few sort of different chord progressions and picked one we like, and then we all wrote our own parts, I believe, for the instrumental sides of things. And that was a pretty simple process, I think. We sort of figured that one out quickly. The real tricky one is the lyrics.
Gotta get there, I'm trying so hard to break through the barriers.
I think over the next probably year or so we'd revisit it, and we still revisit it now occasionally, and just make little revisions to the lyrics, because I think we have a bit of a sentimental attachment to that song. So we wrote it, when we were fairly young and just starting out. So as we grow as a band, we can look back on that song and we can use it to judge our progress, and we can update it every now and then when we feel that we've improved enough so that we can make the right calls in terms of, maybe chopping out a bridge or extending a bit or changing a bit of lyric here and there. Yeah, so that was our first song, and I think it's gotten pretty easier from there. Our very first gig was, because we were pretty rubbish at the time, we couldn't really play anywhere else, so we played at our high school for the rock band's night, I believe. And it went pretty well because it's a school event and not a proper gig. You only really get time for one song. So we got to really put a lot of effort in. We made it a bit theatrical because we were doing a Blues Brothers cover. We brought along Sunnies and stuff that, in retrospect, it's pretty embarrassing, but, at the time it was pretty funny. Since then, we've gotten a fair few proper gigs outside, playing at the Sydney Road Festival, down at the Post Office Hotel, and a few other local areas. Lots of primary school and high school sort of events. They're going pretty well. We've only recently started getting paid for them after 2 years of playing together, so that's really exciting. And we're improving every step of the way. We've gone from only doing 3-4 minutes of music to probably sitting at around, we can play 40-minute, 45-minute gigs pretty confidently. I just really like playing music and writing music, so I hope to keep improving in both those aspects and just get more efficient and better and writing smarter songs and putting on more exciting performances. Hopefully we've put out 2 singles as of now, but we'd like to eventually maybe put something together that's a bit more substantial, perhaps an EP or even an LP down the line would be pretty exciting. I know that a few of us, we want to sort of get a bit more out there. We started out really only playing primary school fetes, which is not the coolest place to play with a band, but, everyone starts somewhere. I think the dream is to, maybe to even play at pubs and festivals and stuff and sort of slowly get our name out there and become a bit more successful, bring in some new fans and stuff. So I think that's a goal as well. I think those are probably the two biggest ones, other than just, all of us improving together and working towards success, I guess, like any musician wants to. You want to break through and become successful and popular.